Hello everybody, this is Steven from Rugged Routes back for another Lowrance HDS tutorial, and today I want to tell you guys about the new Color Trails feature. It's a really cool feature that's in the latest software update for the HDS series GPS units. If you don't have the latest software update, just pause the video, go to lowrance.com, and under the support section you'll see some options there on where to download the latest updates, and there's documentation on how to do it. It's pretty simple. It should only take you a couple minutes. Then you can come right back to this video and follow along. So without further ado, we'll jump right into it here. You'll want to go into your chart screen, where here is where I have a trail that I was running all over the desert with, which was it's a pretty good day. But what you're going to want to do is take a look at the right menu here and go to chart options, and then over here on the right side in this new menu you'll see color trails. If you don't see this, it's because you don't have the latest software update. So you should see that, being that your software update by this part of the video, you should have it all done, and we'll go ahead and go into color trails. So from this menu you have three options. The first option is the source, and what we want to do is color the trail based on our speed over ground, and that's SOG. So just make sure that's selected, and then go ahead and go back. And then we have two other options in here, the high and the low settings. The high is telling the unit to color anything at this speed or faster as bright green, and low is telling the unit to color anything at 5 miles an hour or slower, in my case because I have it set to 5, to dark red. Anything in between will be basically a shade of yellow that is colored from anywhere from red up to green, and you'll see what I mean in a second. So you can set these to your liking, the highs and the lows, and we will go ahead and get out of here. And now you'll see that my trail is still this dark blue because that's what I set it as when I first started recording the trail. Well, the color trails feature will only be active when you're actually recording the trail. So in order for me to show you guys what it looks like, we're going to go ahead and re-enable the recording on this trail. So I'll hit the Pages button, bring us back to this menu here, and on the left side we will select the Trails option. And I've got a whole bunch of trails in here, so I'll go ahead and re-enable this one right here. And so with that trail, that dark blue one that I was showing there, re-enabled, I can escape it back out of here and go back to our map. Now you can see in here that exactly what I was talking about earlier, the long straight sections where I was speeding up a bit more are bright green, and the slower sections are darker colored all the way down to a dark red. So, and I'll go ahead and zoom in on some of this section in here, and you can see that these tight turns and dead ends where I had to make U-turns and stuff back in some of these canyons are they're dark red because I was going really slow in there. But if you take a look on the right side of the screen here where the green sections are, obviously that's where I had picked up the pace a bit and was scooting right along. So I just thought that this is a pretty cool feature that might be used for pre-running. You can enable this and basically have a good idea of how fast you're going at what point along the course, and maybe you guys can come up with some other uses for it. I do realize that for pre-running, having to re-enable the recording feature is a little bit of an inconvenience, but I did report that to Lowrance, so hopefully we'll have an option later on down the road where we can enable the coloring of the trails without actually having to record over our previous lines. So that's it for now. I hope you guys find this useful, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.